Hey everyone, so in previous videos we've looked at supply and demand separately, but in this video we're going to be combining them together and also looking at market shortages and surpluses. So just a quick note, to determine the quantity in the market for this combined model, first we have to draw a horizontal line from the market price, and the first curve that this line hits is the quantity in the market. The second curve that this line hits is the excess in the market. So if we look at the diagram on the right, at the price P2, the first curve that the line hits would be the supply curve, and therefore the quantity in this market would be Q2. So when a market has excess demand, there are more people demanding the good than supply of the good. And so that's when there's a shortage of supply. If we think about the example of universities, for example, Brandeis receives around 12,000 applications per year, but there's only 900 spots available. So in this case, there are more people applying for the school and demanding a spot than the amount of spots being supplied. So what about the opposite? A market has a surplus or excess supply if the supply for a good is greater than the demand. So a common question that people have is which situation would be worse? So economists typically worry more about markets with shortages, which is excess demand, because if there's excess supply, there's always an option of getting rid of the supply, but an unmet demand can be socially destabilizing. For example, if we look at a situation where there's a drought and people are demanding more food, but there's not enough supply for that, that would be a shortage and excess demand. If there's excess supply, for example, the harvest is really good this year, you can always just get rid of the unsold crops or food. However, if there's excess demand, people are going hungry. So that's why economists worry more about excess demand. So in the next video, we'll be looking at equilibrium.